that kind of leads to this next story I had seen across social media or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was that Oblock has been sold. It's
Yeah,
gone, folks. The projects.
they said that's not true though.
It's not true.
I heard that was cap. Yeah. Well, I read it, but go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna research it while you talk about it.
Yeah, I was looking at a post now that says, "Hey, they trying to get ready to demolish it and pretty much get them folks out of there, their projects out of there. Most likely they're gonna try to build up something. I mean, people you already know, like they're gonna make something nice in the area. They're gonna raise the price to some people can't afford, and all of a sudden it could be a different crowd of people that are gentrifying the area. Um, and I and I feel like this kind of leads to this idea whenever I hear like black folks in the projects and stuff like that. Um, and the drug dealers in particular. You're like, oh, I'll run the block, or you gotta come and check in with me, and that narrative and stuff is. But it's just like you don't own this shit. Like
Yeah.
a white person can come along and just sell it in the blink of an eye, and then your whole neighborhood is just gone. And you ain't never gonna be able to come back to that block because they're gonna have cops all around there, and it's gonna be every time you come around, you're gonna be suspicious because you dark skinned.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just like it's that idea that we don't own anything, and that's the problem. I mean, there's definitely more of a deeper conversation, but I'm gonna let you get your point of view in right now on
So,
like Obot being sold.
so I'm taking a look. It's looking like it's capped because it looks like they said it last year too, and it was capped then, and then this year I guess like some untrusted news source said it. But you know what I think is interesting about you bringing that up is I actually watched a documentary on Cabrini Green, which is some projects that was in Chicago that was torn down in like '02, and it was crazy because it was like 30,000 people that just got displaced because they was like, okay, we turn this shit down. So 30,000 people got displaced. They was only able to go like to certain neighborhoods because they had these vouchers for like Section 8 and stuff. And the neighborhoods they went to was just as bad. So it's like it's really kind of messed up how the situation that some of our folks in out here, and like they really can't get a leg up because they getting displaced. First off, they was in a bad area at the first place, and then they get displaced, and it's like, damn, where we about to go? Kids uprooted,
Damn.
like it's all fucked up. So it's just interesting that you brought that O Block shit up.
And this is a little bit deeper dive into that topic. I don't know. My mind just started going a bunch of different places on this because I'm always trying to think about, or how did it get to this point, and what's the root of this problem? Um, and then it led me to some like interesting ideas from the idea of why black folks don't really own their area or their neighborhood, and I'm thinking about in terms of like drug dealers and things of that nature, because drug dealers, whenever you see movies and things of that nature or whatever's going on in your hood, stories that you heard, they always buy things that have more cash on hand and things of that nature. So they'll
hmm,
buy like the cars, they'll buy jewelry, um, maybe pay the rent and stuff like that. But when it started to go, the idea of buying up property and like land and a bunch of like locations and stuff like that, like maybe they buy some like house or something around the block or whatever.
like for themselves.
Yeah, but like when it comes to like big areas of the street, I feel like that will bring too many eyes on them, and that's something they probably wouldn't want.
Right.
So that's why I was probably thinking like, why wouldn't they buy the hood if they have all that money? Like, if you got millions, billions of dollars, and you're flipping all that money, wait, like why wouldn't you buy the block? And then I kind of had to just think about like giving them a little effect on that idea of like it wouldn't be smart in terms of their business. It'll put way too many eyes on them, like particularly white folks' eyes, if they start really buying up the land, because
I
that's when
mean,
they'll really like be like, oh wait, like even when you look at the shows and Franklin in that show
I
or
was just
whatever.
about to say, yep.
When you start trying to buy land, it's like you taking a little bit too far there. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pushing it. Like
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
like you're doing a little too much.
But they knew what kind of
Like
character he was. They knew what he was. They deep down they knew what type of time Franklin was on. I mean, that's just a fictional show, but I think
just the idea of it is like
I think art.
that's what black people think anyway.
Yeah, and I think art imitates life, so I think that could be something that's real. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, I think your original question is like, why don't why don't black people in mass own their neighborhoods or own? I mean, I feel like a lot of black people own house, like they house, like people that's if you're speaking on Detroit, like people that's in Detroit. I know there's a lot of people
I
in
mean, when you
Detroit that
think of
rent.
Oblock though, that's a project. It's like a
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Right
that's
now,
a little
no,
bit
that's for
different,
sure.
but the same idea is like there's projects intertwined with like just the general area. Like home people have homes around the area. It's just that area is probably just Chicago, the hood projects, whatever.
But you got to think about why projects exist, which is this is exactly why I was trying to watch this documentary.
This wasn't also not this was my second thought on
Okay,
this
go ahead,
topic
go ahead.
because that was me like thinking about why don't drug dealers buy up land and stuff like that. People, you can have your own opinion. Like make sure you pin in the comments because I think this is pretty interesting. This idea. I feel like black people in the projects they did this to themselves. Like why do we not take care of our area and stealing from each other?
I think it's out of
Like
desperation.
we're going after each other instead of like we're going after others that don't have. Like that's the idea. It's like that
Right.
don't make sense to me.
But then
Um,
I won't say, but I feel like it's a small like a small minority that's doing that. Probably. I don't know. I
it's not
never
a
lived in the
small
projects.
minority. There's a lot of projects all around the world. There's a lot of deaths and shootings
No, I'm talking
and
about the people in. So if it's 30,000 people in the projects, everybody not causing havoc. It's not even true. Like it can't even be half the people. Probably not even 25% of the people. You
it's a
know what I
good
mean?
percentage where if a lot of deaths are called in and they're from this particular area.
I can't
Um,
call it. I never lived in the project, so I can't even really call it for real. I
I've
really don't know.
definitely seen projects for sure, and
I mean, I
a lot
seen
of
them. What
a
you
lot of this
mean?
stuff. Like I've seen, like I've walked the streets of the projects, all that, like little babies and things just running off in the street, and kids and like people on the block in the corner. Like it's that like, and it's almost when you look at it, it's like it's all black people who live there. Like
Hmm.
we didn't have to do that to that area. Like
That's
that,
true.
like we could have like actually been a community and like helped each other out and turned it to like and work together in a sense. Like it's bad to always be like, oh, the white people did this, they did that, but it's be like time and time again, like this is all over the U.S. It's like it just never that idea, that thought, like that community and our own people who we can turn these projects to an actual project and like make everyone successful and like build each other up and make our community. It's
See,
we if we
yeah,
did that, it's like, but we always like taught this idea of like it's too much into the celebrity in the media, and like I guess it's like the same idea how people be like trying to blame rap music and stuff like that, but the idea of fast money and we got to get it now and quick instead of like working towards a goal and like taking maybe like the long route, but it's gonna be way more profitable. Like
hmm
the idea of just working hard just seems like that's always an issue. Like it's always got to be now. It's always got to be stunting on somebody. It's got to be a flex. It can't just be I'm doing this, but I'm doing this to help us.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think it's a touchy subject because I feel like when you start being like when when people make the argument like why is it not better? Like why you ain't keep it clean? Why y'all pissing in the elevator? Why y'all killing. You know what I'm saying? Or when you start saying that, it'd be like, no, no, no. Like, but I do think there is, there. I feel like every action has a reaction, and so I think when you put 30,000 people on top of each other, even if it's a small project, if you put everybody so close to each other, um, people are already on Section 8. Some people are already on Section 8.
Man,
Some people already ain't got
you'll
shit.
have 10 Hispanic people living all in one house, living good, and they work together. They they'll all like wake up in the morning. They'll head over there to that Home Depot. You got all the women who just know when they wake up in the morning, just like cook and make sure the food good, make sure the house good.
This nigga, man.
Teaching
He said Home Depot.
like,
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Um,
but it's the same idea, like to their own landscaping business. Um,
I don't know.
I mean,
That,
they're at
that's
the Home Depot because they're going to get supplies. I'm not, but like the work. But
Stop the cap. Go ahead. Stop the cap.
but yeah, I'm just saying, like
I
that's just the general
understand,
idea. It's like communities do work together, and even the Jewish community, they work together. Like, and they frown upon the dumb shit. Like that's the thing. In other communities, like they frown upon dumb shit. Niggas love the nigga. Like we love it. Like it's just like we
I,
love the negative. Like we don't like to. We love the hate. Like we take joy and pride.
I feel like this is why I hate this conversation because
It's not everyone, but it's just like it seems
that's what
that
I'm
way,
saying.
and that's
It's
why it goes back into like even the shit we talked about previously, really about like media and engagement and be like the negative versus the positive shit. It's just because like we feeding that shit to ourselves.
But why though? That's the mystery. That's the $1 million question right there. Why?
We always want to blame some white guy behind a screen, particularly in Illuminati, as the all be all, like he's a god that's just killing the black race for some reason. Like it's no accountability. Like at a certain point, it's like yes, there is, but it's like if we all really did get together, then it's like then it couldn't be that anymore. It's like because like our community would be too strong for you to even if they didn't like fuck with us, our community would still be strong enough to uplift ourselves
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
sense. But
I, I don't even know what to say because I have theories on why it is. Because I don't think that I feel like people, like you said, we're portrayed in a certain way in media. We've been portrayed like violent, um, inherently violent, inherently this, that, and the third. Lazy, all those kind of things. I think those things are just portrayals, and that's why I don't like to speak on it in that way because it's just like I know that's not true because I done seen too many examples of black excellence. So it's like I know that's not true, but at the same time, I don't know. I can't. That's why I hate speaking on it because I don't really know because I don't come from the project, so I can't speak to why it is how it
then
is.
speak on what you know. Then
I don't know nothing. I don't know
you
nothing.
grew up as a black person in America, and you said you seen success. So speak on that and like the community that you grew up in. Like,
What's
why is that community different than you think that like everyone else
I
who
don't
seems to be
know.
struggling? It's just
I
like
feel like for me to make an informed opinion for real, I would
you
need to.
lived it.
No, 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 no. I didn't live. I lived my black experience. I didn't live other people's black experience. So I can really only speak to why I am the way I am. I can't speak to why other black people the way they are. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Like I said, every action has a reaction, and I think that it all stems
Monolithic.
from.
We all keeping our ideas to ourselves, and
That's
that's
not
the
what that
thing. It's
means.
like
That's not what that means.
the success in one area, they don't want to share the like people who doing well off. They don't even want to think about the brokies. Like
Who
people
said
who just
that?
broke, they don't want to.
Who said that? I didn't
That's
say
what
that.
that's the feeling what I got from what you said. Well, I'm
No,
paraphrasing what you're saying.
I'm saying
I'm
it from
saying like I learned this and I can't help you.
no, 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 no. Not I
That's
learned this. I'm saying I was this. I don't like to do because it sound like oh better holier than thou type shit. It's not though. It's just that's just not my experience. I can't really speak to, and that's why I don't want to speak about oh why is it like this. I have theories on why why certain black communities are a certain way, but I don't want to speak on it because it's just like it's not my place because I there's assumptions. Is
if Okay, if I woke up tomorrow, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I'm gonna be the voice of all black folks in America, and I
Mm-hmm.
want you to follow my path and listen to like what the movement is trying to portray. Like I don't want to even put a particular name, but of course, like when people probably thinking this and when they hear it, MLK probably comes up like, oh, I'm gonna be a guy who changes our
Yeah,
direction.
advocate. Yeah, like type shit like that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. It don't have to be me. It can be anyone, any black person, and it comes on the news. This guy is gonna be the end all be all, the future, and he speaks for a mass of people all across the U.S. and where he think that we should go
Okay.
in general. What do you think the response would be amongst black people,
From the black
not
community.
from the black community?
Honestly, I think that people would be like, man, who is this? You know, especially if it's somebody that might be. It depends on who it is, though.
If they ain't never heard of the person,
Oh, then it's
that's
gonna be a
that's
no.
that's the thing. Like most black people in the black community, they're not gonna hear of him. It's gonna be some dude who's just been doing good his entire life, maybe working
Yeah.
and
Let's
helping
say like
people
the
in his
richest black
community.
man in America, Robert Smith.
It's
How
not
about him?
it's not like a Jay Z or like I'm getting over to my point, but like Jay Z or something. We're gonna always gonna look at some type of celebrity or some type of known that's just gonna help and change this. But it's just like
Yeah,
that. MLK, Malcolm X's, they weren't rappers. Like
they weren't.
that's not what they were about. They focused their life on like helping and actually building up our community
Hmm.
and actually being there, like
There's black
working
people
on the
like that today.
problems.
There's black people like that today working in their own communities.
Yeah,
It's not no countrywide thing.
that's the thing. It's like if someone came out like that tomorrow, a lot of people are gonna be like, who? Like even the young kids, like everybody, like they're just not gonna understand
Should they? Should they not say
it's
who?
not gonna be some celebrity, some person that they idolize who have bread and money and the cars. Like that's what's idolized.
So what you gonna listen to him?
If someone said that tomorrow,
Yeah.
me,
No, the nigga behind you. Yes, you. What? Yes.
nah.
Exactly. So what are
No,
you
that's
trying to
just
say?
I know, but that was the question though. That was the question I had originally. I was like,
Okay. Okay.
if this guy came out tomorrow and said, and he really was that, like he really was like him, like
Hmm.
he had all the ideas and the right thoughts. He was the black people what black people thought Barack Obama was going to be,
Right. 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 Right.
like in a sense. Um, he was really that guy. Most people would be like us, be like, hmm, especially like educated black people. They'll be like, because educated black people are pretty cocky people.
This is
Like
true.
they're already they're the idea of someone else doing something like that. There's gonna be a wave of other black people that's gonna try to mimicate what that the person did.
Yeah.
Like it's instead of like following that, you're gonna see like a lot of branches off,
Branch off is
like
yeah. Yeah.
of like that those ideas because they're gonna pick something that they don't agree with and they're gonna branch off be like oh we don't really like. There's always gonna be something like at least this is what I see. I'm only 28, so
Yeah. I mean, I could see that happening. I mean, but I feel like that's valid though because one, we don't all agree on everything, and two, if somebody random was just like, "Yo, we about to," like when Kanye said it, Kanye was like, "Oh, I'm about to be," but he didn't say it for the black community. He said it for like America or some shit like that. He said, "Oh, I'm about to be the voice of all this shit. I know what to do. Oh, you can count on me." Nigga was not rocking with that because what? No, no, you don't. You don't know. Nobody has the answers for real. Like nobody has all the answers. People might have answers to a certain problem, but at the end of the day, we don't think the same. Number one. Number two, it don't just take one person, and I'm not gonna let one person be the. It got to be checks and balances regardless. So I'm not gonna trust one person to be like, oh, I got y'all. Listen to me, follow my lead. I don't care if it's Dr. Umar. I don't care if it's Charleston White.
would you
you
read
know,
up on that person?
Probably. I probably would just see what he got to say
In the media, you already know they're gonna portray the negative when you're googling it in.
for sure. Every
So when
article.
you look
Yep.
that person up, there's gonna be hella negative and things about what this person said that's against the popular opinion. It may
I mean,
not
they
be their
human.
actual opinion, but it may be a bit against something that they, whoever wrote up the article sparking it, is gonna be hella articles about that. Even though majority of the things that they do is
Positive,
is positive, right?
moving in the right direction. Right.
So that's the same thought process. It's just like, and I feel like that idea of like who controls the internet and like guides the where people see shit. That's that white guy behind the mirror or behind the glass who's Illuminati that's telling black people we ain't nothing. Like we'll never be anything. Like that's I feel like really that is the barrier. That's the problem. Like there's not enough channels of communication between ourselves that like the message can be altered so many different ways before it reaches people. It's kind of like when you was a kid and they whatever the game 7 Up, they tell you try to get across the room.
Mm-hmm,
Like I
mm-hmm.
think of it the same way. Like the message just not getting across properly. Like
Hmm. That could be it. That could be it.
I don't know. These are just thoughts, but
I, man, I feel like I just want to say my theory because we already here. My theory is, I mean, we black people, have been through a lot in this country, and just even recently we've started to get into conversations about like mental health and generational trauma and things like that. And I think that plays a big factor in why some of us act the way that we act because I do feel like things like this, and I think I might have talked about this on a previous episode, but I do think that generational traumas, PTSD, mental health issues are passed down throughout generations, and so I think that's really just what it is. I think that um, you know, like I said, since we haven't really spoke too much about mental health in the black community, I don't think we've dealt with a lot of the things that we needed to, and so we lash out in other ways, in different ways.
mm-hmm.
I really think that that's really my main theory on why we are where we are today. But like, I'm only one black man. I live my black experience, so I can't even really say for sure. But that seemed like the most reasonable answer to me. I don't want to blame it on. I mean, I do think it's necessary to have some type of personal
It's definitely
accountability.
it can't like I agree with you. It can't just be one person. I agree. It has to be a movement. Um, it has to be grassroots. It has to grow from the bottom and build up.
That's not what I said,
And
but yeah, that's true.
I mean, you said it can't be. You wouldn't listen to one person. You said it has to be
Yeah,
more.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, so yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Okay, okay. No, I do. I think it does because, like I said, checks and balances need to be done. We seen what happened with BLM. How people are so
Yeah, $10 million stolen.
yeah, and
Story just
people are
came out.
critical of that. People gonna be critical of any black movement. It seems like, I mean, we've seen what happened in Tulsa,
The thing
Oklahoma.
was with that, the name sound good,
Yeah,
but the movement wasn't there.
I think it
There
was.
wasn't.
I think a semblance of it was.
I feel like it was a lot of blanket statements without much thought.
Yeah, because like I said, nobody has the answers of atrocities like what happened. Like nobody has the answers of how to atone for that and how to make things right. Nobody has the answers.
But I mean, we obviously seen that answer. Like the person who came up with it, they realized the traction it garnered after a loss of someone's life, after police and stuff like that. They saw the type of reaction and things like that, and what immediately came in their mind. I got to get a buck instead of the cost and helping someone. Like the real meaning behind it, the work. They was like, of course, like, yeah, I'm gonna do a good thing, but the other part of them is like, I gotta help myself though. Like this idea is like already millions of dollars. Um, so if I came up with this idea, I gotta get millions of dollars too.
Yeah, yeah.
And that it's kind of it's a tough subject because like if you're in the realm of helping people, I'm more or less like I guess people expect you to be like fucking Gandhi, like living off the land, and you just there to just be a helping hand. And majority of people today aren't like that. Like they don't want to just help. Like they're trying to help themselves too. Like they
Yeah,
don't want to be just struggling and helping others like their entire life. Like they're not willing to give up their life to service. Like
a lot of people aren't.
and
A
that's
lot of people aren't.
that's really that's a hard decision because hey, if you are in struggle, it's like people are black people are less likely to listen to a nigga that's struggling.
I don't know if that's true.
Like if I saw a dude who's doing worse than me trying to tell me how we can better us, I'm be
Well, yeah,
like,
that, yeah.
that's my point. Like that's what I
Okay.
meant by it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, nigga, you might want to help yourself first before you
Yeah.
tell me. Like that's what I mean by educated black people are like a little cocky. Like
Yeah.
they
'Cause
can
like, how
say
you gonna
all
tell
the
me
right things in the world,
I made it?
but it's like, and that black people think made it means having money,
Exactly.
but it's not. It's more self. It's not community based.
I mean, is it not though? In this capitalistic society that we live in, is making it not making $1 million and being well off and being two picket fence like that's made it for some people, you know. But I don't think people look too much past that and think about community or think about where they come from and things like that. I
I
don't.
feel
I
like that's
think that
another discussion. Like what's making it.
what is making it? Yeah, I don't know.
Let's say that for another day. I gotta think on
Yeah,
that one
yeah,
because that could be different for a lot of people. What making it is.
it could be. It definitely
Yeah.
is. I mean, same thing, same conversation with what is success. Like it's kind of the same thing a little bit. But
Yeah. Might as well get to our next segment here. Let's
yep. I
do
guess
it.
we can go ahead and get into love and hate. So this is where we kind of talk about three different singles that we listen to throughout the week. Talk about if we love or if we hate it. If we love it, that means we love every aspect of it. If we hate it, maybe we hated the verse, we hated the beat, we hated the chorus. We gotta say hate. So
Yeah, we about to make this actually like a post on our page. We don't know if it's gonna be weekly, monthly, but we're gonna have this like love hate post where we kind of showcase some of the artists and show some of the artists that we love and maybe we'll hate. Um, well, yeah, from this segment because we do spend a lot of time trying to pick out some good songs that you guys may have not heard. Um, but yeah, like we want you guys to stay in tune to some of the music that we listen to that we think is goes under the radar because people always like to listen to the A sides instead of the B or the C or the D sides. So we get we get real deep into these albums and we really have a love for music. That's why we keep this segment here with us. So yeah, go ahead, Matt.
all right, the first one we want to talk about, let's talk about Black Soprano Family featuring Love Boat Luciano, El Camino, and Crazy Bone, Lilo. Do you love or hate it?
This song is great. I think it's really like Lilo.
Oh, Lilo? Okay.
Maybe it's how you pronounce it.
I have no idea.
But this is from the Black Soprano Family. When people think of this, they think of Benny the Bencher's Camp, which it is. And this is actually, I'm gonna say it's a celebratory album.
Mm.
Like it has to do with Long Live DJ Shay,
Yeah, man.
a man who meant a lot to Black Soprano Family, a man who meant a lot to Boom 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 Boom. You already know the team, Griselda. A lot of his family, his friends in the Buffalo area. He's came out with he to me like I don't know if I should really say this or not because I it's not like I knew this person like one on one, but I didn't know the other dude either. But I think of him as the ASAP Yams, like he was one of that kind of like saw like the idea of like where these artists could go in a sense, like the ASAP Yams, like that mind. I feel like they should have the event maybe in Buffalo of fucking DJ Shay Day or Shay Day or like in New York or something like Because I feel like he still. It seemed like he had that much love, anyways. And why not celebrate that shit? So,
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna do something for Buffalo for sure.
but anyways, like this song right here, I do love. Like it's a really good song. It's very reminiscent. Of course, it had Crazy Bone in it. Um, it's like Bone Thugs and Harmony songs, kind of reminisce to that era and like hearing that style of rap today. I was just fucking with the nostalgia of it. So I fuck with that track.
Okay, dope, dope.
All right, so the first track that you got here is T Grizzly Robbery Part 4.
Yeah, man. So I never heard 1 through 3. I don't think Robbery Part 1 through 3, but I just checked this out because it came out recently. I haven't heard T Grizzly in a minute. I know he dropped the album. I didn't hear it, but yeah, I thought this was dope. He was in his storytelling bag, reminiscent of like maybe a King Von or something of that nature. So he was talking about I guess a girl has snitched on him, like fictionally has snitched on him, so he killed her, but I guess she actually survived and was in the hospital. But it was kind of dope. It was just even though it was such a gruesome story, like it was definitely dope to listen to.
He shot a
Good
woman?
beat. Yeah, I guess she had snitched and like sent him to jail or some type shit like that. But
I ain't never heard of a nigga making a song about shooting a woman. And then that shit just be cool.
that was in the video too. It was he threw her out the car, like he shot her, threw her out the car in the video. He was talking about all kind
Huh?
of
Am I the only one
yeah.
that's like, what? Like,
I mean,
this whole idea of the video, like, what the fuck? He made a song about shooting a female, and he think that's dope just because she spoke on actual events.
the crazy thing is,
Huh?
and he found out that she survived, so he went up to the hospital to go kill her. And then he was about to kill her, but then she was like, "No, she has brain damage." Well, they didn't know he was about to kill her, but she said, doctor was like, "Oh, she has brain damage," so then he decided not to kill her. I'm like, wow, but I don't know. Maybe Robbery Part 1 through 3 would give me more context of like what the fuck, you know, what this whole shit was about. I only jumped in on Part 4, but to me, I thought it was interesting storytelling. Um,
And you
hell of
said it
a
was good. Might as well
no,
keep going, yeah, with
it
the
was,
narrative. So
it was good. No, I mean, shout out to Hell of a on the beat for sure.
R. Kelly's good too.
I'm not no
Mm.
fan of that guy, to be honest. But
This nigga talking about shooting women though.
okay, what you mean?
Well,
What you
okay, so
mean
you
though?
can. Okay, I
Expand on that.
they
Expand on
both
that.
terrible. I mean, like shooting and raping women. Like you're okay with the idea that Two Grizzly can rap about a woman getting shot, but you're not okay with R. Kelly.
Rap about do. What's the difference there? When you rap about something or you do something. We already talked about we can't hold people accountable for their lyrics, but maybe if T Grizzly went to jail for that, then maybe I'd be like, okay, that's crazy. But he's really just telling the story. I ain't gonna say I love the story, but I do like the storytelling was
You said
solid.
you liked the story though. You said the storytelling was good.
It was.
You thought the story was good. Then that's what that means. If you
No,
think
that
the
mean
storytelling is good, and then you like
that
the
means he
story.
told the story well to me. I ain't gonna say like, oh yeah.
What are you talking about? What do you mean he told the story well? So you like the storytelling, but you don't like the story.
That's not possible?
That's not possible at all.
Yes, it is. Somebody saying I like the story versus somebody saying I like the way they told that story is totally different. There's two totally different things. The content versus how they delivering it. The delivery was
It's
dope,
not
just
the
like
same when it's like a story though. Like that's like a book, like you're reading something. Like your story, like it's you telling events. Like that's a story, like that's news. Like
mhm.
it's not like you're writing a song or something like that, and like it sound better like if a singer did this verse. Like it's literally it's like it's difficult. It's the story. Like it's not a voice. Like it's like you're talking about what you would do.
Right.
Like
I mean, okay. Let me just. I'm gonna say hate so we can move on from that. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. All right. Let's get into this next one that I got for you. So we got Tay B Style by Skilla Baby. Love or hate.
oh, that's on fire. Um,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, it's good. I fuck with it. All right, so the next track we got here.
Damn, that's it. Hold on now.
Well, I mean, well, I don't got too much to say about it for real. There's a lot of people on the song. There's a bunch of remixes. Fuck with it. He from Detroit, from Skilla
Hmm.
Baby. I mean, Tay B style is blowing up. People saying he one of the hottest artists in Detroit, whatever. Um,
I think
I
he
mean,
is. Oh, so it's a Oh, I see the remix. So it's him, Tay B, Sada Baby, and EW and Buck.
yeah, that's the one I've been listening to. So
Okay, I think. Oh, I heard that. No, I don't know what it sounds like, but I definitely heard that one though.
yeah, it's a good song. I've been bumping it for sure.
Okay, good shit. Good shit.
All right, so the next track we got here for you, Yeet, Out the Way.
I think I spoke about Yeet on here before. Like Yeet is I don't like his music. I really like the beats he uses though. Like he raps on beats that I really love. Like just like that new style of beat, kind of like I don't know what the name is, but when it comes to like the way, I mean, I think he uses his voice in an interesting way too. But like I really only be fucking with the beats, to be honest. That's really the only reason I haven't. There's probably the Yeet song that I listen to that I like the most so far. I haven't listened to a lot, but I like the beat. He did some interesting shit with his voice, and so that's what I'm gonna leave it at that because he don't really be talking about shit that we could sit here and be like, you know, break down. What this nigga said. I just bought a yours today. Painted all yellow, look like a bird. Inside big body, 2 times 2. My money, bitch. All I got. Like, yeah, I make money. My thought about to fold that money all up. Like what? That's not. I'm not. Um, I don't know. Niggas don't be talking about shit on this, but the beats be sounding good. And I feel like we've been saying that for a long time. Like, damn, these beats be good. These beats is hard, but
Yeah,
a lot of times niggas don't be. It's just
yeah, it's just the same shit. Like that's why I feel like every time we hear like a new voice or someone that sounds different on the record, we highlight them so much. They don't need to be the most talented person. Like they just have to sound different on the record, and
yep,
we'll
yep.
like put them in this god tier of hip hop. They one of the best rappers who ever lived, and they're just talking about the regular shoot 'em up, diamonds and jewelries and girls. Like, it'd be like they ain't got no depth or any type of conversation amongst their music.
Nope, not really.
Like it's all the fucking same over a dope ass beat who's chopping up they punch in lyrics over and over again, trying to make something. It's a freaking
Yeah,
pop record at that point. You're not even a rapper.
yeah. I mean, that's the interesting thing, though. I mean, it's counted as rap, but I don't know. I'm not no old head, so I don't even want to sound like, oh, it wasn't like it's not like the beginning, but like it just like niggas don't be talking about shit, or niggas don't even be saying interesting shit no more. Like I've said this before on the podcast too. If you talk about some shit, the same shit in an interesting way, I'm gonna listen to it. Like put different words, like use different words. Yeah, I'm flexing a big bankroll. These knots in my pocket, it hurt. I had to change up the tongue of this bitch. It kept ripping the curb till it burned. I mean, it's not really no. It's not hard to me. Like he ain't really saying no hard shit. But the beat good. I'm gonna say hate though, because I'm sitting here criticizing the lyrics. But the beat is pretty. It's pretty nice.
I've
It's pretty
never
nice.
heard a single Yeet song,
Okay. Okay.
so I don't have any context, but I'm just going based on what you were talking about, what artists on beats and shit.
He pretty big right now though. To be honest, I mean, shit,
Yeah,
a lot of the young folks definitely checking this shit out. Like all the Gen Zers and shit. It's
yeah.
TikTok music.
I mean, you checked it out. That's good enough.
Yeah, low key though. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into this next joint right quick. So, or at the last one. Let's talk about Doghouse by Ray Vaughn featuring Isaiah Rashad. Love Ray.
Ray Vaughn and Isaiah Rashad. Showtime. Uh, this review right here, man. I
Mm-hmm.
understand what the purpose was for. I feel like it was a new artist onto the TDE camp. This Ray Vaughn rapper. This is the really like the first track I've heard,
Yeah.
and when I'm hearing him like on a little bit more seasoned person on the camp, like Isaiah Rashad, I think of him as seasoned now, like person, because I feel like he's been with the group for a while now, even though maybe it's a couple projects, but um, I feel like he should have did a lot more to impress me on the track. Um, being it's because like I listened to the track because Isaiah Rashad was on the track.
Mm-hmm.
So that's extra listens in terms of like when you're tuning in. And when I hear it's only first off, a track with Ray Vaughn, it's only like a minute and 40 seconds. That's one thing that I noticed.
Which is crazy.
And then Isaiah Rashad's rapping over like a minute of it. And then you're coming in on some bubblegum, like kind of like what the fuck is that? Like I don't want to hear that shit. Like
Hey,
it just didn't sound good, and it just doesn't portray you as being a good rapper. It's like if you're gonna rap with somebody who has like a bit more, people know him as being able to rap. Like he's been in a conversation in some like the best music of the year, and you're
who?
gonna Isaiah Rashad, like his album
Oh,
was.
I thought you was talking about Ray Vaughn. I was like, nah.
No, I'm
Okay,
talking
go
about
ahead.
Isaiah Rashad. Like he's in the conversation in some of the best rap albums and music when he does put out shit.
Right.
So for you to come on there with that verse and that kind of flow and that style, like whatever you thought you was doing, like it's just like you dropped the ball. And it's just like when I listen to a track like that and I'm like, all right, so TD gonna let this shit drop. But they ain't gonna let SZA drop? They ain't gonna let Absol drop? Like
Absol dropping a single soon though. I think
it
today.
just I'm like, what the fuck is going on over there? Like I don't get like the quality. Like if it's quality control, that record should have never seen the light of day. I didn't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that song ever again. I don't want to hear Ray Vaughn ever again. Like after hearing that track, like
Damn.
man,
Yes, Absol did just drop a single today. So you talking about why don't let Absol drop? He dropped.
Oh, he dropped a single in 4 years. Well, that's dope.
Right.
Absol's back.
Well, actually, he dropped another single this year too, Hollandaise.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, that was in April though.
But yeah, I mean that's my opinion on the track. I don't know if you got anything on it, but
I heard it like one time, and it wasn't. I mean, it was cool. I've heard Ray Vaughn rap on like a radio freestyle. He sounded pretty good, but like,
I want to hear what he sounds like because that's the thing. Like with I'm going back on to my I guess my little rant, but I don't want to sound like I'm angry, but I am passionate about music or whatever. But it just goes on to like when you think about TDE, everyone kind of has like their own little style to them. Like
yeah,
they bring something to the table. And when I see like a Ray Vaughn, ugh, like it just didn't bring anything. Like it was almost like he was trying to copycat Isaiah Rashad with a way rocker flow and words.
I
Like
kind of agree.
it didn't
Yeah,
like he wasn't trying to be himself. He wasn't trying to portray his ability, his skills. Like he could be a one of the dopest rappers, but you would never know that hearing the record. It was like maybe he was like you sound like a teenager on the record, to be honest. Like maybe a middle school verse. Like
what, you just don't like his voice or something, or like
I don't like
what he
the
was saying?
words. I don't like the verse. I don't like the flow. Like the whole thing is just I don't like it.
Oh, this nigga did say bubblegum,
Like
bubblegum. That's
literally, he said
crazy.
it like a nursery rhyme within his rap, and he only had 35 seconds on the song. Like so, half of the song is you singing enough of bubblegum nursery.
But then he said, "How many bitches do you get though?" So that's kind of fly. I guess I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I'm listening back right now. I mean,
Come on,
shit,
punch.
man.
Come on, punch.
What we doing? What we doing,
Come on,
Punch?
punch. What's going on over there?
Come on, top. What we doing? What we doing? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like
I
if
just
quality's going down like this, is Kendrick left.
is he trying to be Kendrick on this song? Nah, he not.
Nah, there's something going on over there. But let's go ahead and move on.
Oh yeah.
So your last song we got here, Free YSL. Lil got it.
Yeah, man. Shout out Lil Got It. R.I.P. Lil Key. That's his little brother. This song was cool. I was reading through the lyrics. I was just criticizing Yeet shit for not really talking about too much, and I'm looking through these lyrics. I do like this song a lot, but he ain't really talking about shit either, to be honest. Like he says the same shit about a bankroll in his pocket. What he said? He said,
Sound like 21 Savage right there.
spent 3 rats, couldn't even fit it in the pants. So it's pretty much the same type of lyrics. But I mean, he said long live Key, so I'm on board because R.I.P. Lil
I
Key, man.
forgot he died.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him,
Dog.
man.
Why is everybody dying? Lil Key did die.
Yeah,
I
crazy,
hope
ain't
I'm not sounding like Stacey Dash.
it?
Learn about
Right.
DMX. Like with the tears rolling down my face.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Like, but that's
yeah,
like, but it really is crazy. Like, all these rappers are really going. Like, I know you heard a
yeah.
story about PNB Rock at Roscoe's.
Yep. Definitely heard that. And the
And
video was circulating too. Y'all nasty for that. Well,
his girl or whoever, she posted it and then deleted it.
she posted a video.
Yeah, she was the one. Like, at least that's from the story I heard, that she was the person who took the photo or whatever in the beginning and then deleted the shit. People were saying how nasty she was.
No, I'm talking
How
about
she,
the video of him lying on the ground.
yeah, she took that shit. That's
And
at
she
least that's what I
posted
heard.
that.
Like, I heard that she posted that shit. Like,
I know
she was
she
there.
posted like the picture of them being at Waffle House with the picture of the waffles.
No, I heard she did that post afterwards too.
Damn.
But she quickly deleted it. But it was nasty.
I mean, but once that shit on the internet, that shit not going away for real.
Yeah, and you know that. Like, you know that. Like, posting a celebrity like that, you know, like, it's not going.
All right, to
But
wrap it up though. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I'm getting to my point of the subject though.
Mm-hmm.
The PNB situation. Um, not to make light of it, but why was he there at that Roscoe's and Chicken?
He was eating. What you mean?
You saw the plate?
Yeah. What about it?
That plate looked like it bust.
Hold on.
Like,
Let me pull it up.
if you a millionaire like him, and you look at that plate, is that enough to be in the hood of LA? Like, for that?
Have you never been to Roscoe's before?
I haven't. And looking at that plate, I wouldn't.
Roscoe's good though. Well, I didn't go to that one. I went to one. I don't know which one it was. It was kind of like near a beach, but it was good. But I mean, it's chicken and waffles. Like you can get good chicken and waffles in any major city for real.
But that chicken and waffles, like, it literally was a couple chicken wings on a waffle. Like, it was no fruit, no garnish. It was. I guess I've been in really good places like for brunch or breakfast, and I'm just
Hmm.
thinking someone of his stature with $1 million, like, why are you going to a place that looks like Waffle House
I mean, he probably just wanted that shit. Like
in the hood, and you worth all that money with all that jewelry on?
Uh, honestly, I don't know. I just feel like
I'm not trying to put
he just
blame on
wanted that.
him, but it's just like,
No.
for
Yeah.
that plate, it's just like, me personally, I'm nowhere near the amount of money he is right now, but it's just like, I would never go to Roscoe's and Chicken looking at that plate.
Okay, so I see. No, but it's yams here. It's grits. I don't know if you fuck with grits like that. There's a couple of other little bowls or something
Yeah, I
else
see
to
the
the
little
right.
bowls and shit. I'm good on that. Like, it just don't look like that his stature.
What niggas too good to eat chicken and waffles once they a millionaire? I don't know.
That
I
chicken
get
and
what you
waffle,
mean.
like,
Like you
that
might
chicken and
have
waffle
finer
just
taste,
don't look good though. Like, that's not
but
a
it's
good chicken.
Roscoe's is a staple. It's just like it's a staple in L.A. Like what you mean? Like I get
A
maybe I don't
staple to who?
understand to every who. Why do we? How do we know about Roscoe's chicken and waffles? Like what
Rappers?
restaurants? But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying though. What other
So it's a statement
California
because a rapper
restaurants?
said?
No, but I'm saying what other California restaurants can we name that's exclusive to California? In and Out, which is not exclusive to California. Like we don't know anything. Like we know about Roscoe.
So you went to Roscoe's, right? That's what it sounds like. So you're defending Roscoe's and you say
I'm
it's
not
good.
defending Roscoe, but I'm saying
No,
that's why he went. Everybody go to Roscoe.
when you ate at Roscoe's, you enjoyed
Hmm.
your plate.
It was good. I was probably high or something, but yeah, it was good.
What'd you get? Same thing?
I want to say I got the
Chicken
chicken
and
and
waffles?
waffles.
I mean,
I want to say I got the chicken and waffles.
was the
Yeah,
chicken anything?
it was good. That shit hit to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I ain't gonna. That shit was good. I was fucking with it. Like, but
A nice little seasoning
yeah,
for
like
chicken?
it was
It
good.
juicy?
Yeah, all that. It
Okay.
wasn't dry, nothing like that. Waffle was a
It,
waffle,
it just like it was like a couple little pieces of chicken on the side of a waffle, and I was just like, eh.
But I'm saying like it's a staple. Like it's just Coney Island in Detroit. Like it's a staple. Like everybody know about Coney's. Everybody know about chicken and waffles. Everybody know about I don't know what else from any other city, but
I
like
guess I didn't realize Roscoe's and Chickens was like that big a staple. I didn't even know there was multiple locations. Like I thought there was
yeah.
literally like probably one or two. So
But I'm saying like why else do we know that this? Why is it the only restaurant they? I mean maybe what's the donut spot? I don't even know the donut spot that's in LA,
Randy's,
but yeah, Randy's. Like we know about Randy's because it's probably a staple. That don't mean it's good or bad,
it
but
was
that's
in
why he went.
movies,
Yep, it
comedy,
was.
yeah, show.
It was. It was. But yeah, wasn't that shit in next Friday or something? I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know if you like the food or not. And that's like I don't. But
no, it
you
was
hyping
good.
it up. It was good.
No, I'm not hyping it up. I'm just saying like you like why was he there?
Yeah, just
Because
because I'm just saying personally, that was my opinion. I wouldn't be in a Roscoe's after looking at the plate. I wouldn't be there. That was
yeah,
the only thing I was bringing up. But if you go there, then you be there. Like you obviously went there.
yeah,
You enjoyed your chicken and your waffle. I just think there's better food. That's my only point. I'm just like
shit,
someone his stature. Why are you there? That's I guess that's the first thing that popped in my mind.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know why he chose to go to that specific one. Like that was kind of interesting. One other thing, I mean, before we got to close this shit out, but I've seen a lot of people blaming the girlfriend for posting the picture and the location.
Yeah, I mean we
I
just
thought
brought
that
that
shit
up,
was
like how she posted the picture after he
no, but
passed.
people are blaming her for his death because she posted it, like and post the
It
actual location.
seems a
I
little
don't.
clout worthy.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, it's
Why are
not.
you
How you?
posting your dead baby daddy on your?
No, no. She posted a picture of the chicken and waffles before he got
See,
shot.
that's the thing. That's what I was talking about. Like I heard that she also posted a picture of him and she deleted. Like afterwards, like after he got shot.
I don't know if she posted that or if a bystander posted that, but
I
I know
heard it
she
was
posted.
her. Like that's my
I just
point.
seen this. I just seen a screenshot of her posting before he got shot.
All right, I'm gonna go with your point though. Like yeah, okay, go ahead.
But
I
I'm
feel like I know where
saying
you
like,
leading to. Like it's nasty.
I mean,
The,
I'm just saying like, why are we blaming her when we could be blaming the
it
person that?
depends if he took that picture after his death or getting shot.
That's you're not understanding. I'm talking about before he got shot. She posted a picture. It had the location, and niggas talking about they ran down on him because they knew his location,
Man,
so they blaming
I hate
her.
this idea like celebrities aren't human. If I'm somewhere and I'm eating like some food I like or like what you said a staple, I'm gonna post, hey, I'm here. I'm eating some food.
Right.
I mean, of course, celebrities live by different rules, but
Especially when you got chains on and
so that post was on her page.
yes, the post with
Did
the
she
chick.
tag him or something? She just posted a Roscoe's plate.
No, but I guess yeah, she just posted the Roscoe's
So
plate. I
like,
guess
if it's not him even in the fucking picture anyway, it's like I'm just me posting me eating at Roscoe's.
yeah. I mean, niggas theory was like, they know that was his girl, so they knew that's where he was at. So I'm
I
about to
mean,
go
it's a good idea.
rob him. Right? Yeah.
Like,
Even still, I think it's stupid though. Like, why are we not blaming the robber and killer?
yeah, I hate that it's even to that point that you can't even go somewhere and eat and have a meal and post
Yeah.
your meal that you enjoyed. Um, and everybody's so upset, like, oh, why you posting location and shit
Yeah.
like that? It's like, man, because I want to. Like why do you care what I'm posting? Like, get off my dick. In a sense, it'd be like everything ain't gotta be mild, like practice or whatever, like negative, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how I looked at it. But if the like along with that story, what you're saying, like okay, but if it's a story that I heard that she took a picture after him getting shot, and to me that's crazy. But if that didn't happen, then I take everything back and like it's already prayers and stuff for that guy and stuff like that. PNB Rock.
Yeah. Not for
And I
sure.
know you're going through pain anyway, but it's still like that's your baby's father and
For real? I don't know. Is that true?
like yeah.
I don't know. I don't know too much about PNB Rock to be honest, but RIP that man. That's it's a sad way to go for sure.
Yeah, getting shot and not going away peacefully in your sleep or whatever is just like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
You just there getting your chicken wings on the side of a waffle, some yam, some grits.
Mm-hmm.
You at the staple, the world staple in LA. That, as Matt said, at Roscoe's. Like that plate was
That's what
looking
they say.
very staplish. And
Right.
like they really came in there, asked for your jewelry. And that was the thing. Like I heard like he had the jewelry on and the picture was taken without his jewelry on, so they got his jewelry and they still shot him.
Mm.
So
Crazy. I mean, that's how they tried to get Lil TJ. They was trying to rob him for his jewelry. So
it's a crazy world. Like they got the jewelry, they killed him. So
yeah, sad. It's sad shit.
yeah.
Glad Lil TJ survived. I'm sad that PNB Rock, had to,
I hate that
get
had to
his life
happen.
taken.
I don't even want to end the show on like such a negative note.
Well,
But
let's highlight some good shit, man. Let's highlight some shit. That may be positive or maybe not as dark.
that shit got me really about to tear up for real. Like all he wanted to do was have a good meal.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't shit. Why would you lie to these people like this? I can see you. You know I can fucking see you. Um, man, let's highlight some good shit today, man. Cause I feel like we gotta end on a good note. You know
Nah,
what?
RIP PNB Rock. I don't know what the fuck Matt on Matt on right now.
You're right. You're right. Okay, the long sigh. Okay, all right. Yeah, man. So let's go ahead and highlight some shit though. Let me highlight. Let's see. You know what? Let me go. Last week I highlighted some shit off my favorite samples playlist. This is just something that's on my mind because I'm looking at my Spotify. Let me go ahead and let me highlight somebody. I feel like people don't talk about this guy enough. Like Barry White was one of them. Like he was just like a generational talent. Like he was somebody that like deep voice, crazy. Like his music was always great in the background. He was super super dope. So let me highlight. Let's see. What's this song called, man? Damn, what is this shit called? It's a long ass title, so I can't ever remember this shit. I'm gonna love you just a little. Why a little more, baby, by Barry White, man. Shout out to that guy, man. Anything to highlight?
Yeah, I'm going out like PNB Rock, his family, his friends, and shout out to
Mm-hmm.
them. Um, let's have a little moment of silence. What's your favorite song from him?
I ain't
Come
gonna lie,
my way,
bruh.
baby, kill.
Are you serious?
What you mean?
You know that's not PNB Rock, right? This nigga, man. This nigga, man. This guy is crazy, bro. Something's wrong with this man. No, but honestly, like I never really got into his music like that. But one song I do like, off of KCamp's last album that he was on, is called "Life Has Changed" featuring PNB Rock, where they sample "Differences" by Genuine. But I actually listen to that song a lot. So shout out to PNB Rock, man. RIPU. Shout out to Philly. Um, I know y'all hurting, but you know, it's life comes at you fast, man. So let's go ahead and get up out of here, man. This is the Friends Podcast. We done bullshitted with y'all long enough today. So thank you so much for listening. If you got this far, and we gonna holler at y'all soon, man. We out.
Yeah, peace and love to everyone.